That's the thing. I'm not that self-improvement guy who's like, yeah, don't ever. I like to drink every once in a while. I do. I'm so excited for the bachelor party. I can't tell you what it is yet, but it's gonna be awesome. I'm super excited. I don't know where did that? Oh yeah, it was super fulfilling. Not at all rest and relaxation or recharging. Not good.
What is good for recharge is not necessarily fulfilling. And what is fulfilling is not necessarily recharge. However, it's a percentage.
Next Level Nation, welcome back to another episode of Next Level University, where we help you level up your life, your love, your health, and your wealth. Today, for episode number 1878, what fulfills you doesn't always recharge you. This was an episode that Alan suggested based on a conversation with a wonderful client. I don't know if this is where you're planning on going, but I did a video one time. I was sitting on my couch. I had stayed up until 2 o'clock in the morning. Too late. Watching UFC. Love UFC. Big fan of it. Fulfills me. And I did a video where I said there's a big difference between rest and relaxation and reckless relaxation. And let me tell you, last night was reckless relaxation. And I'm not relaxed at all, and I'm not recharged. I had a great night watching UFC, but I am tired as hell. And that is my story.
You remember the time when you went to a party, engagement party, and you got twisted tea wasted?
Yes. That was absolutely terrible.
Talk to me.
So, okay. There's layers, right? There's layers. All right. Matt and his wonderful fiance now, Carly, invite Taryn and I down to a party. Sure. We love parties. Not really. I don't like parties at all, actually. I'm totally lied. I just totally lied. I hate parties. And we're planning, and I always have my exit strategy before I show up to anything. That's the way I am. That's how I keep my boundaries, always. And I was like, babe, we'll go. I'm driving, so I'll have a beer maybe. We'll stay for 3-4 hours. We're going to be fine. We'll eat, and then we'll leave. The night before we left, or the night before we were going down there, that's when Matt proposed. So immediately went from, this isn't a regular party. This is an engagement party. This is different. So when we went down there, I was like, I can't. I'm most likely going to be the best man. I can't leave. So I said, babe, I'm going to start drinking.
Instead of best man, what about just the man?
I think, maybe. Maybe, I don't know. We'll find out. So I said, babe, you can take the car home. And she's like, how are you going to get home? I said, I don't even really worry about it. Like, I'm going to find a way to get home. It doesn't even matter. I'm going to find a way to get home. So I stayed, and we stayed up way too late, and I ate so much food, and I drank so many twisted teas, which I love. Twisted teas are so good, but my goodness, that swill, it's not good for you. Not good for the brain. Slept over, woke up the next day, tried to find an Uber. My phone was on 2%. And I was sitting on the back porch at like 6 o'clock in the morning trying to find an Uber. And I won't give away where they live, but they live somewhere that there's not really Ubers at 6 o'clock in the morning on a Saturday. It doesn't make any sense. So I had to wait like 25 minutes, and I paid $100.
How bad did you feel? 0 to 10.
I'm gonna get to that. I paid $100 to Uber, and I was in the back seat, and this dude was just hammering, and it was so uncomfortable.
Was he bad on the brakes? Bad on the brakes? You remember that Uber we had that one time? Man?
I do.
Oh,
it wasn't so like bad. It was. I had such a bad headache, and I felt so sick, and my body was sore. Then I get home, and I didn't have my keys, so I couldn't get in the house. So I called Taryn like 5 times, and she was sleeping. Understandable. And it was like an hour, just like sitting outside for like an hour.
No.
Yeah, I swear.
It was not.
Yeah, it was brutal. And then it's like I dragged my ass in, and I was like, oh, babe, I don't feel good. I need to lay on the couch. And then I think I got breakfast, and that was it. That was the day. I just laid on the couch and worked through my breakfast all day. It was absolutely terrible. I still do like to party a little bit, though. That's the thing. I'm not that self-improvement guy who's like, yeah, don't ever. I like to drink every once in a while. I do. I'm so excited for the bachelor party. I can't tell you what it is yet, but it's gonna be awesome. I'm super excited. I don't know Where did that? Oh, yeah, it wasn't. It was super fulfilling. Not at all rest and relaxation or recharging.
Yeah, you
Not
said
good.
there's rest and relaxation, and then there's reckless relaxation.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
that was reckless relaxation.
Very reckless.
Yeah. So I was on with my client Matt earlier. Matt, what's up, man? And he had a distinction.
It's a different Matt, just so everybody knows.
Yeah,
This isn't
different
the same Matt.
Yeah, exactly, different Matt. And his homework from 2 weeks ago. One of the things I always give homework, aka do this stuff. We'll talk soon. And one of them was, I need to know what fulfills you, brother. We got to figure out where your superchargers are. Because there's trickle chargers and superchargers for the Tesla, so it's a good metaphor. You're trying to get somewhere. Everyone's trying to get to their goals and dreams, and you need to know where your superchargers are. Otherwise, you're jeffed.
Yeah.
And so he got on the session earlier today, and he's like, dude, there's a big difference between what is a good recharge and what's fulfilling. I've been playing with my kids. It's been awesome, super fulfilling, but it is not a recharge. It's like, that's a great example. It's a great distinction. Never thought about that before in my entire life. Never once. I call it R4, rest, relaxation, rejuvenation, and recharge. And then there's fulfillment. I am extremely fulfilled regarding my business coaching program. I have never been more fulfilled with my business coaching practice. It is awesome. I have 27 clients. I've got people twice a week. I got a bunch weekly. I got bi-weekly, a couple monthly. Awesome. I am not recharging enough. My voice, you can hear it in my voice. Now, what is recharge might not be fulfilling.
You just said,
and what is fulfilling might not be recharge. Go ahead.
I want to, you know how I'm sorry, I interrupted you right in the middle of a freaking, it would have been, it was a gem. And I'd stagger my ass in.
I do that time to you all the time.
PPOP. So say it again and put some zhuzh on it.
Some zhuzh?
Yep.
All right. No, I can't. No,
I
got this.
You
I
can.
got this.
Yeah.
All right.
From the old acting days. Tie it up. Come on. Lock it up.
Let's go the old acting days. Okay.
Lock it up.
What is good for recharge is not necessarily fulfilling. And what is fulfilling is not necessarily recharge. However, it's a percentage. So for you, UFC, if you go to bed at 2 a.m., it's not recharge. If you watch it for 3 or 4 hours, it's not only recharge, but it's also fulfilling. And I told Matt this. I said, for me, it's film and food. Love it. Got a new projector. Awesome. It's so excited. I'm actually late to movie club, so I want to go. But if it's so I just watched a film. It's based on a true story. It's not the first, but it was a Mexican golf team that was handling so much racism because of that sport being predominantly white Caucasian males, essentially. And it was based on a true story. At the end, they showed the real pictures of the real. I love that. To me, it's super inspiring when underdogs win through massive adversity. And that was not only recharge, that was also inspiring and therefore fulfilling as well. And so some films are just recharge. Like when I watched The Rundown, what a stupid movie. But it was recharge. Sometimes I want a stupid movie, right? Whereas a film that's inspiring and motivating and meaningful is not only recharge, but it's also fulfilling. So everyone out there, what are your lists? And I did this with Matt earlier. What are the lists of things that recharge you? What are the things that are fulfilling for you? And then where's the overlap?
How do you know if it recharges you?
You feel like $1 million. You feel like you're ready to tackle the day. You feel full. You feel whole. So right now, for example, I'm fulfilled, but I don't feel whole. I don't feel like a good metaphor. We use this all the time is the iPhone. When you have 2% battery, you're trying to Uber. Yeah, that's sometimes how I feel before an episode. Emilia and I, we did a podcast episode, Conscious Couples Podcast. It's really valuable. Please listen. No, it is. It's really good. But I mean, it was 8 o'clock at night last night. We did Conscious Couples, and I had done 2. We did the plumbing. Her father came over, helped me with some stuff that I don't know how to do. And it was really good. It was an awesome day, but I was cooked, man. And it's been a freaking week. So how do you know when you're recharged? You feel whole. You feel eager and excited to get after it, get after your day. Instead of right now, I'm eager and excited to do this episode. However, I feel like I have to really kind of push myself to do it more than I'm pulled to do it. I don't feel as vibrant, as whole. It's more of a struggle, but it's still meaningful.
I don't know if I really know what UFC fills my cup for sure. Spending time with Taryn fills my cup. I was watching UFC on Saturday, and I've been doing the same. I watch it till like 10, and then I go to bed, and then I try to sleep in on Sunday, but I wake up at 6 or 7 anyway, and then I finish it. But I told Taryn, I said, I don't know if I ever want to watch UFC without you. Like, I want to watch UFC with you in bed for the rest of my life. I don't know if I want to. It's the best, even though she doesn't like it. She doesn't want to watch it with me. So it's like, well, I don't want to make you do something you don't want to do, so I can get extra fulfilled. You get less. Still adds up to 100.
Does it fulfill her less?
Less than doing something else, probably. Yeah. We're gonna get to 100%. It's just gonna be my 80 and your 20.
This is a sort of random and semi off topic, but
we love that.
I love film and food, and film and food with a movie that Emilia's loving. Nothing better. 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
Last night was 10 out of 10 because we watched a film for Evolve Movie Club called Home. It's fun. It's funny. And we had a big meal, and it's just the best. When she isn't into the... What did you say?
What's the difference between a film and a movie?
Same exact thing.
You're just that guy?
Film, yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. The only difference is if your film is more of a craft, I think movie is, you're just kind of a consumer, I guess. I'm a snob.
You are a snob. A little bit of a film snob.
A little bit, yeah.
You watch it on like the millimeter film, like with the projector. You have like the millimeter film you put in there, and you have to change it after every scene.
Yeah.
Are you up in the pew playing? You're projecting it, making sure the stuff stays on there. You gotta make sure it's straight on the reel.
No, absolutely not. I click a button, Kev, and it comes up for me. It's great. What are your rechargers, and what fulfills you? You can have things that are meaningful, that fulfill you, that actually. Okay, fitness. Perfect example. Super meaningful, super fulfilling. Definitely not fulfilled without it. However, not exactly recharge. You know, not when if you're getting really good workouts, you are not recharged at all. I had a leg day the other day. I was struggling, delayed onset muscle soreness. It's good, but the project day was a struggle for me. Her father's in his mid-50s, and I'm over here struggle bussing in comparison because I just had a big leg day 2 days prior. Hello, NLU listener. Thank you, as always, for listening to Next Level University. Real quick, I just want to jump in and let you know about the Next Level Dreamliner. This is a journal that I use every single day. Achieve your dreams 90 days at a time. It breaks down your dreams into goals, milestones, and daily habits. We hope you enjoy it. The link will be in the show notes.
I'm going to recheck in with these because I don't.
Let's do it now.
Let's do it. What's the question to get it going?
Top 3 recharge. Go. Lightning round, man.
No, you can't lightning round serious stuff like this. Recharge. One's
food
UFC.
For sure, man. Are you kidding me? I've traveled with you. You love food.
Yeah, R&R is recharge for me.
What does R&R mean, though? Like what?
Turn
you can do
my
anything
freaking brain off. No, I can't. R&R is nothingness. Escape to nothingness.
Well, that's my point.
I don't like having responsibility.
There you go. There's your recharge.
No responsibility.
Okay.
And now...
Give me some specifics. You and I watched the entire Meet the Parents series, all 3 of them together, while traveling.
Yeah,
perfect.
Huge fan. Yeah, perfect.
Funny, not too deep, a little bit deep, but not too deep, and food. We got tacos every night. It's awesome.
It's that. Yeah, it's food and probably food and movies.
That's why we travel together well.
Yeah.
It's
and
great.
Fitness.
We work all day. Then we go to the gym, and then we eat food and watch film.
Yeah, and we exercise. We exercise. UFC's one. Spending time with Taryn's one. But other than that, I don't really do anything else. Which I like.
What's an example of something meaningful that's not recharge? Fulfilling, but not recharge. I can tell Kevin's brain is breaking with this concept.
It's very hard. Yeah, it's very hard. Exercise.
Yeah. It's
Exercise.
fulfilling, but same with podcasting. Is it recharge? When you were doing
No.
20 episodes a week, it wasn't.
No, rap is recharge, even though it's work.
There you go.
But yeah, I don't know. I feel like I'm in such a groove where I don't really think that much about it.
Mm-hmm.
Sundays, I just don't do anything. I just don't really do anything on Sunday. It's like the best. When Taryn wakes up and she's like, I just kind of want to watch movies. It's like, hell yeah, you do. Let's do that. That's awesome. That's the best. I love that.
Yeah.
That for me is the best. I wake up, I do the Dreamliner, I do my mobility. I don't work out on Sundays. Now I try to sleep in, but I'll do whatever. I'll make sure WhatsApp's good. I'll check my emails, make sure nothing's on fire. Make a coffee in the morning. You know what it is? And again, I think we all deal with this. I'm not saying this is a me problem. I'm always supposed to be somewhere at a certain time. On Sunday, I don't have to be anywhere at any time. Yeah. And it's like such a deep need for me.
That's a big distinction right there. Not being on a schedule.
That's the only time.
I'm always up against it. I set a timer in between meetings. I set a timer when I wake up. It's constant. It's
a lot.
And again, that's the life that we.
Yes.
It's necessary and fulfilling. However, there are times when I just am like you. Nope. No one's schedule. I'm not going anywhere. I don't want to talk to anybody. I'm all peopled out.
Yeah.
When Sunday comes around, and that's why, again, the projects we enjoy. I enjoyed it a lot. I really did. But that was hard. I put 60 podcast training coaching on the calendar last week, big week, and not having Sunday, being just behind the scenes, no human interaction was hard for me.
I understand.
And that's nothing against anyone else, but this is, and I told this to a client earlier. I said, this is what I do all the time. So for you, you're only talking goals and dreams maybe a couple times a week. This is Kevin and I's life. So I'm very grateful.
Yeah.
However, the last thing I want to do when Sunday comes around is go hang out with people, because I'm constantly talking and pouring in, and I know you feel the same way. Yeah.
Well, it's a great distinction too, from the perspective of I have certainty. I like the certainty of knowing nothing's coming. I like to, because even if, okay, cool, we're going to do housework, I would rather just do it and then be done. I've always been someone who just likes to if I have to do the thing, let me just get it done, and then I can relax. I can't relax until it's done. and I don't eat until I'm ready to relax, so I won't eat until it's done either.
Same.
It's the way I'm wired. I don't.
Yeah. What
are we doing?
Yeah, because after you and I eat, it's over. That's the end of the game.
Pretty much. Yeah. Last night we were cleaning, and Taryn was vacuuming the living room, and she accidentally knocked something over when I was eating. And even that, like I cannot watch her clean when I'm not doing something. It's like I'm not going to eat while you vacuum. It's weird. I don't want to do it. I feel terrible. I don't want to do it. It's weird. I don't like it. But she knocked something over, and then we had to take out the carpet machine cleaner thing, and I was like, I'm done eating. I'm done. She's like, "What, babe? Sit down and eat." I'm done. I don't want to eat. I don't want to eat because there's stuff that has to be done, and now I'm just going to help you do the stuff, and I'll eat later. And I didn't eat for a few hours after that. It's just the way I am regimented. If I go pick up food every time, okay, come in, put the food on the table, I gotta go pee. I will not eat unless I've peed. Can't do it.
Yeah.
It's a system. Everything has to be whole and complete. So then I can shut off. I don't want any surprises. I think that's one of the reasons I don't want kids. Because again, I don't have kids, so I don't know. But no. Oh, you want Sunday off? Okay. I am a child, and I'm going to crayon on the wall. So now you will clean it up.
Yeah.
You know what? I didn't really plan on doing any work on Sunday, so if you could just not crayon on the wall, I don't think it works that way.
Yeah, man. Responsibility. It's another episode, but responsibility is, as you get older and older and older, there is a part of you that misses no responsibility, for sure. You more than most, Kev.
Me more than most?
Yeah.
You have way
so
more
much responsibility.
Yeah, I have way more than I ever thought I was going to have.
Yeah, definitely. And the bigger your goals and dreams are, the more responsibility you have to have.
I have to
and if you don't have a dream to start a family,
No.
But Emilia and I do, and so I know. And that's what the project thing. I had to find a way to make that meaningful and fulfilling, but you better believe in the evening I found some time. 1 hour R&R, it's all I need. I figured it out. I need 1 hour. 1 hour.
Yeah, I feel like that's a youth. 1 hour is just not enough for me.
I know. You got to, everyone, and that's the end of the episode. I think this will be the end. What is the minimum amount of recharge that you need, and then what specifically is the most optimal for recharging? And then hopefully most of your work and the things that you do, what's the most meaningful? And then try your best to 3 columns. Last thing, promise. I'm an engineer.
Yep.
I'm an engineer. 3 columns. Ready? First column. 3 things. I want 3 things.
Wait, in the first column?
Yeah, first column. 3 things in the first column. Ready?
Okay. Yep.
Recharge.
Yep.
These 3 things recharge me. Cool. Number 2, second column. Fulfilling. These 3 things fulfill me, even though they might not fully recharge me. Boom. Third column, the things that are both fulfilling and recharge. Those are the cheat codes.
What is my thing if I'm going to say something dumb? What do I say? Like, so I'm not an engineer, but what am I? I'm a chungus. Hey, I'm a chungus. Works?
No, you want some disclaimer about saying something dumb?
Yeah, I know it happens
you could say,
so rarely.
listen, I didn't go to college or something like that. You use that all the time.
Yeah, I have a very limited education. I have a very limited formal education.
There you go.
Yeah, it's too long.
You always used to say, hey, listen, I didn't go to college. I don't have any awards like Alan.
That's
or
what
whatever.
I'll say.
And then now you have permission to.
I don't have
say
a single
something.
award. 0 awards given. None. I don't have any awards.
Isn't it weird how all this works? How all this happened?
Yeah, it's all I think about it all the time.
Yeah, it's fascinating.
It's a very strange
cool.
life.
Pretty cool.
I think so. But also it's weird.
Bad.
You have to pee so bad.
Really bad.
Should have peed before this episode, see? I couldn't do it.
These are 2 episodes in a row. I got to jump. I got to go to movie club, but I also have to pee. And we did 2 in a row.
The kid's trying to shush me out of a podcast episode so he can go watch film.
No, I'm not watching film. No. We're talking about the film in Evolve Movie Club. We talk
well, let's get you out of here so you can go talk. What are you talking about?
The movie Home.
Home.
Which is not only funny and fun. There's some, deep stuff in there.
Some depth.
It's about emotions. Yeah. Sad Mad. Anyone who knows Home? Sad Mad. Kev, what are you? Sad Mad?
I don't know what that means.
It means you're actually sad and mad at the same time.
So it's pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
No awards here. I probably should have gotten that, but no awards on these walls. Just the spaceship. All right, we're going to go. Next Level Nation, if you are looking for what seems like becoming a more increasingly goofy way to get better and closer to the next level of your life, make sure you're subscribed on whatever podcast platform you are listening or watching on. Also, Alan and I are testing some different camera stuff and studio stuff that we'll be doing here over the foreseeable future. We're trying to level up always, and we're testing out some stuff. So if you watch us on YouTube, shout out to you. And subscribe. We appreciate you.
I am always looking for more people to help achieve their goals and dreams. I have 27 clients currently, and I don't want that to come off either pretentious on any level, or I don't want anyone to be afraid that I don't have space. I will make space. Coaching is my favorite work. It's the most meaningful work I do. It's also what I think I'm best at, and that's what I want to do more of. So if anyone out there listening has considered coaching, but they say, you know what, Alan's going to be too busy, I will prioritize my business coaching clients always, and I'll do my best to do that and continue doing that. And yes, I'm not perfect, but I don't want anyone to be reluctant just because I know that I had a client one time way, way, way back, and she came back to my coaching. I'm very grateful. She said, for a little while there, I started feeling like a number. And the truth is, I was overwhelmed and I was focused on too many other things. Business coaching is my main priority, and I will make you a priority if you join me. The first session is free. The link will be in the show notes.
And I can attest to that because I was in the waiting room for 20 minutes while Alan finished up a call that was deep because he wanted to make sure that he didn't leave the client high and dry during a deep emotional moment. So I can attest to that as somebody who has been in the waiting room waiting for him in the best way possible, not a bad way.
Thank you, brother.
You're very welcome. As always, we love you. We appreciate you. Grateful for each and every one of you. And at NLU, we do not have fans. We have family. We will talk to you all tomorrow.
Keep it fulfilling. Next Level Nation.